I'm Andy Wallace along with Julie Chin in the 2 Works For You Weather Center. We continue to track snow moving across green country tonight. Let me take you a live look from our Midtown camera. This is in Tulsa showing the snow and the blowing snow. Now you can still see a lot of highway there, so we haven't seen a lot of snow in the metro area yet. It was a ½ inch up till midnight, and we've only added a little bit since then. Now I'll show you where it's really coming down. That's Bartlesville. And all those waves that you're seeing in front of the camera, that's just blowing snow going sideways thanks to north winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. And as I show you, double Doppler too. So you see Bartlesville right there on the camera. Now we'll show it to you on radar, and we can show you the activity that is working its way to the east. There's Bartlesville right there, and we have this heavier stripe of snow that's running from Ponca City. Really call it Ponca City and Stillwater, then along and north of 412. That's where the heavier activity is, and that is moving its way to the east. So once you're underneath this band of snow, you're going to be underneath it for a while. Now notice the difference in the metro area. North Metro is getting the snow. South Metro not seeing a whole lot of activity, but as you head up toward Skiatook, Owasso, snow coming down at a pretty good rate. I already had over 1.5 inches up at Skiatook, likely more by this point, but you get down to Bixby, down to Beggs, it's a lot quieter now. But keep in mind, this whole thing is still starting. So I'll show you Viper too. You can see that we still have a lot of snow to go. We're in the beginning parts of the storm. But what you can see going on in northern Oklahoma and southern Kansas right now, you just see this big wave of snow, if you will, running north of the metro area. And you notice how that's just tracking to the east. So once you get underneath that, it is going to snow for a while. And that's where we're forecasting some of the taller amounts as we go through time. If you're north of 412, you're at least going to get a ½ foot of snow. Some areas are going to approach 1 foot of snow before this thing's over with. Now, south of there, the amounts may not be quite as tall, but over time you can see all of the stuff out in western Oklahoma, and it is going to work its way to the east. So we're all going to see something before the end of the day, and winter storm warnings are in effect. In fact, there is a winter storm warning right now in effect for every county in Oklahoma, from the Panhandle to the southeast. Another thing, as we're looking at Viper, I'm going to go ahead and put the sensors on here for you so you can see the temperatures. See if we've got those in there for you. They may not be rolling right. I think we just lost them. But temperatures running northwest of Tulsa are in the single digits. Wind chills are below 0 once you get northwest of Tulsa. And as we've gone throughout the evening hours, northwestern Oklahoma has seen wind chills as cold as 20 below. So here's a look at our snowfall totals. Again, those heavier totals northwest of the metro area, we may have to move that 8 to 11 over just a little bit. But you can see Ponca City up toward Bartlesville, 8 to 11. Metro area and really most of eastern Oklahoma, 5 to 9. There's another stripe of 8 to 11 that we think will form between Guthrie and Okemah there. But most of us in the 5 to 9 with some wiggle room. You know how these snowfall accumulations maps work. They don't just, the snow doesn't fall in exact lines like you see on the maps there. So where it says 5 to 9, somebody may get 3 and somebody may get 10, but it does look like a pretty good snow. And with the north winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour, like you were seeing from our camera in Bartlesville, there's going to be blowing and drifting snow. Visibility is going to be rough, and the morning commute for those who have to make the morning commute is going to be pretty slow going. You can see the trucks pulling out there in Bartlesville going nice and slow. You need to tonight. So winter storm warning remains in effect. Again, heaviest snow right now is running north of 412, along and north of 412, and that's where it's going to stay for a while. So if you're underneath that stuff, up across Pawnee and northern Tulsa, Osage, Washington counties, eastward over toward Mays, Craig, Delaware, Ottawa counties, you're going to be there for a while, so looks like you're going to get a pretty good snow. We're going to be watching this throughout the night. Stay with us here at Channel 2 for the latest Works For You weather.